Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode...
We weren't gonna do it
Curry,
this
God
week.
damn it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of the Beerdcast, where we don't talk about anything, but we yell about everything. My name is Zimmer.
What's up, John?
This is Curry.
Amy here.
And our special guest filling in for Danny.
How you guys doing?
This
It's fun.
Glenn.
This is a podcast. It's not a modcast. We weren't gonna do this week, and I'm super excited because I'd like to hear myself talk every week. So I need to produce quality content for myself to listen to while I play video games during the week, so I can hear myself talk about the previous subjects I've been talking about while I play video games. I had a bloomin' onion last week.
He did. This is Curry's life.
Yeah.
This is what it all comes down to at this point.
I'm doing something that people might listen to at some point in time.
Probably not.
Probably
We're getting
not.
about 30 views a video.
And
I don't know
that's-
how long they listen, but
That's 30 people that listen to me.
there's 30 people that give us a chance at least.
They're at least still listening now, and I'm gonna just forewarn them. Just turn it off. Walk away.
We have no articles. We have no subject of conversation.
Yeah.
But we are drunk,
We
so this should be
decided-
good.
About 15 minutes ago that we were going to enter the Beerdcast
Oh,
today.
we have been drinking a lot of beer.
Yeah.
Except for 2 people here, which is fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a
Fine.
6-year-old's birthday party, so you gotta, in the spirit of a birthday, you gotta get drunk.
Gotta admit, I was jealous of that 6-year-old.
She had some
Yeah.
pretty cool stuff.
I mean, if I had a birthday, I would ask for different gifts. I was just jealous of the fact that she got gifts.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the 6-year-old, the favorite gift she had, I'm pretty sure, was that $10 bill that she was waving around.
Yeah.
And the baby, there was a baby here that took the $10 bill too. I don't know why he knew all of a sudden, like, this little boy just knew that this is worth something.
Yeah.
I want that.
Well, you gotta raise
Take
them
your goddamn
young.
doll back.
Yeah.
You gotta let
Yeah.
them know. Nothing's more valuable.
You gotta throw that money young.
power.
This reminds me of a story. Okay, you said you were jealous that she got gifts, right?
Yeah.
It was my 10th birthday. Glenn is my brother.
Let me set the stage for you.
Yes.
It was Amy's 10th birthday.
It was my 10th fucking birthday.
1990, man.
I would feel like I did something I shouldn't have when she was 10.
Nope, not you. So my dad comes home from work and my grandparents are over, and I'm like really excited and I've been hugging them because they always came in. They made my birthday really special each year. My dad comes home and he hands my sister a wrapped present and then another wrapped present and a bouquet of balloons and then a cake that says "Happy Birthday, Tammy."
Wow.
And I said, I was like really happy for my sister, even though it wasn't her birthday. And I said, "Hey, Daddy, did you get me anything?" And he goes, "No, sweetie, why would I get you anything?" I said, "Because it's my birthday." And he patted my head. He goes, "No, it's not, sweetie. It's your sister's birthday."
Early onset Alzheimer's.
And so I said, "Oh, okay." And I just sat down and I let Tammy, do what she had to do. And then she went up to my dad and she says, "Daddy, it's Amy's birthday today. It's not my birthday." So his solution was to take the gift out of her hand, give it to me,
Wow.
and then he went and scratched off the extra T and M that
Wow.
were on the cake, and he handed me the birthday cake. And that was my 10th birthday.
This was not somebody playing a joke on you.
No, yeah, this happened.
I thought that was like, what are you talking about, Amy?
No, the
It's
best-
not your birthday.
No, the best was when he patted my head and said, "It's not your birthday, it's Tammy's birthday." And I just had to say, I had to agree with him. Because you didn't disagree with my father. So you just had to be like, oh, I guess maybe I wasn't born on this day 10 years ago then, I guess.
Are you sure your dad didn't drink?
He never did when I was
Never
alone.
did.
That seems
Yeah.
like the actions of a very drunk man.
That sounds like the actions of any man ever. I can't remember anybody's birthday. Like, I only remember my girlfriend's birthday because it's on the same day as mine, only a month earlier. And even then, I forget it.
Yeah. Also, we were talking about Texas Roadhouse all last week, right? It was Outback.
But not all last week.
Outback
It was a decent amount.
Steakhouse. It was not. I just wanted to correct
Yeah.
that.
I
The
want
Bloomin' Onion is from the Outback.
What's the Texas Roadhouse one
Texas
called?
Roadhouse has those delicious rolls with like the cinnamon butter.
No. I know about the rolls. The rolls is not what I had. I had the...
I know the Bloomin'
had
Onion is from the Outback Steakhouse.
So what was the Texas Roadhouse version of the Bloomin' Onion?
I don't think they
Oh wait,
have
you
one.
were at. So you didn't really have the Bloomin' Onion then.
The
I
Bloomin'
had a
Onion
Bloomin'
is
Onion.
exclusive to Outback, I think.
Can we just call this a Bloomin'
It might be
Onion cast?
trademarked.
Yeah, we should change the
Like,
name. now.
but it was gross.
The sauce was great. I know it was.
Yeah, it was.
But I just felt
You
like
could bathe in that
just needed to
sauce.
bring
Why
it
is
up.
it-
I don't want to talk about this again.
Okay, yeah, we need to move. Yeah.
Like, we have nothing to talk about.
No, I've got something. I found something. I literally just found it. John and I were talking about this last
Yeah.
night over a few beers.
Twitch beat Pokemon.
Did they? Did they? Let's segue to that. Yeah.
Twitch beat Pokemon.
Well, I thought we already talked about that, didn't we?
No, Twitch was playing Pokemon
Yeah, now-
last week.
Oh.
After, I think it was, I don't know, I think it's 15 days or so. Twitch beat Pokemon.
That I watched maybe like 20 minutes. Amy and I had it on, and I was watching.
It was so
Pure
funny.
nonsense.
Oh, how? It was like peering into like the mind of a madman. Like,
Yeah.
these are the.
It was just going every which
it
way.
was.
How does it even complete like a battle like that?
Yeah, Yeah.
Was it like?
Did they beat it as anarchy or
Yeah.
democracy?
Was that still going on when you guys saw it?
it was still the battle for anarchy and democracy, and it was. You could just tell it was so close, with the arrow, because like all it would take is a string of maybe like 3 democracies to switch it back over, but then anarchy would prevail, before long.
Oh, there's so much about this has become a part of gaming pop culture that I respect.
I'm
This is
totally for it.
the thought process of a genius, and everybody's been ripping him off since, which kind of bums me out. I think there was Twitch plays Street Fighter, which is different, but still goofy.
Yeah,
There's
that'd be
a-
weird though.
It's probably a lot of Honda throwing
I
punches.
See-
Yeah.
I can see how Twitch could perform at Pokemon. I mean, with it being so
It's so
just like
simple.
yeah, and it's just action based. I mean,
There's 7
but
buttons.
Street Fighter, how could you win a fight?
That's kind of
with-
the point. Is it's such a short game. Is they have it in 2-player mode, and they have everybody shouting. So it's.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you can't be as good as the original, but at least you can be as clever, maybe, as the original.
Maybe. Who was
Yeah.
in Street Fighter? Who was the guy with the stretchy arms and stuff?
Not Honda. Oh God, I'm forgetting. Why am I forgetting?
I don't know. Because that was the guy I always was. I always loved playing with him.
I can only think of Honda. There's Ryu. That was obviously not him.
No, definitely not.
All right.
Who's the guy with the stretchy
No,
arms?
yeah,
from
we
Street
need to know
Fighter?
this.
I don't know anything
Do
about
you
Street
remember
Fighter.
one?
I can't remember the name.
I don't know.
Right. Remember the character.
I love that character.
Dalsim.
Was it Dulcine?
Yes.
Dalsim.
Okay.
Yeah, he had stretchy arms.
Remember the Mortal Kombat movie?
Yeah.
That was a really good movie, actually.
The first one was.
The first one was
I
really
liked it.
good.
I enjoyed it.
Second one, not so
We
great.
bought that not too long ago, remember?
Yeah,
just so we
we-
could
oh.
just like
Is that
have a
from your
nostalgic-
Walmart $5 bin? Did you have to search to the
Probably.
bottom and put all the other movies in the second bin before you found that fucking
If
gem
only,
of a
if
movie?
only we had that too, the capability of doing
I
that.
would
Make
love
it
that.
happen, Walmart.
Well, these 5,000 copies of Torque, not good enough. I mean, I like Torque, but I already own 2 copies of it,
Who-
so I don't need a third.
What I want to know is why the hell are you selling Ninja Turtle movies for $5?
Cause it was Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time that's a $20. I will spend $20 on. it.
Actually,
Turtles
it
in
was
Time is
$8, but it was Blu-ray.
Yeah, why the fuck did we buy a Blu-ray copy of
Because
Turtles
it was
in
the only
Time?
copy they had. They didn't have it in the $5
But
bin.
seriously,
Because it's in 1080p.
yeah,
Like, it's
Those
not.
cartoons are amazing.
No, it's not a cartoon. That's a live-action movie,
I love it.
right?
You liked all the Ninja Turtle movies, right? Except
Of
for obviously
course.
the second one.
second one was
Kinda
pretty
bummer.
awful. We
The
talked about
third
it last
one was
time.
bad.
The third
No,
one,
it
they
wasn't.
get to go
The
back in
first one
time.
was
It's
great.
neat.
First one was the best, but third
Yeah.
one was still good.
The cheese pizza. I just want that pizza.
Who doesn't? I just want to live in the sewers.
I think their fighting games were okay, but I don't think fighting games hold up anymore.
Fighting games, you think they're dying out?
Not like a 2-on-2 fighting games, brawlers.
Oh.
That's a conversation everybody's had. I mean, brawlers don't hold up anymore. Except for Double Dragon Battletoads, because that's a timeless game.
Fucking Battletoads.
There's always Dragon's Crown.
That was I needed to buy that game.
Yeah, you still do.
I mean, besides everybody's The artwork's fine to me. I don't give a shit about that artwork. That's a fucking beautiful game. It was still like $27 on sale, though. That's what kind of knocked me out of it. I bought Ni no Kuni, though. I don't know if you played that. No. He's shaking his head no.
All right, let's move
Article!
Let's move away from the nerd culture a little bit. So as you guys know, Ken Ham and the Bill Nye debate.
Yep.
What the fuck? I brought it. Thank you.
Apparently it sparked some sort of miracle funding to create a Noah's Ark theme park. Basically,
Directed by Darren Aronofsky.
well, it's funny because that Noah movie is coming out soon.
Yeah, by Darren Aronofsky.
But there's a theme park that Creation Museum in Tennessee. Is it Tennessee?
Kentucky.
In Kentucky, got this crazy amount of funding to create this real size or full size ark
To scale. Yep.
and it was like $73 million.
What is a 2-scale arc? Are there dimensions?
Yeah, because they
know there
list like
probably
cubits
are.
and all that. Bill Cosby has a bit about it. It's awesome. Check it out. Check
Bill
it out,
Cosby,
people
of all
listening.
people.
Bill Cosby has a stand-up
Matt.
routine about. I'm informing the people.
Go on.
Because not enough people listen to Bill Cosby stand-up, and it's well worth it. But yeah, he has a bit about the dimensions of the cubit that's used to determine the size of the ark. But yes, it's like $78 million.
Yeah, 510-foot replica.
How many cubits is that?
I don't even know what a cubit is, so
I don't know. Like 1.5 slaves, like the length of that, I guess.
How much is it again?
he got $73 million for the park, of which $62 million. Oh no, someone secured a last-minute $62 million bond offering.
Last minute.
The miracle was God's, he said, but Nye also said Nye also had something to do with it.
This is what really confuses me is and they've even asked Bill Nye in interviews how do you feel about being responsible for the building of this ark? Because the whole speculation now is that the debate created enough conversation amongst creationists, or what are they, the young Earth creationists?
Young Earth creationists.
And so it's sort of really rejuvenated them to give money to this project. But yet somehow it's Bill Nye's fault.
Because, yeah, I mean, if it was just Ken Ham versus some unheard of scientist, that you've never heard of before, we probably wouldn't have watched it. But because Bill Nye did, it attracted a lot of attention. And supposedly God gave him $68 million, is what he's proposing.
Yeah.
Which, it's probably just him donating to himself, saying...
You fucking start this thing on Kickstarter?
Yeah.
It's probably just him, because he probably is worth that much, I'm not sure, but it's probably just someone that he knows or him that submitted a random donation like that to do it, just to say that God did it.
Yeah. That's what Zimmer and I talked about last night was... because I brought it to his attention, and then we sort of toyed with the idea of how much of the money did he probably put into himself, knowing full well that he's going to make back so much through admissions. Of course people are going to check it out. I mean, shit, I don't even believe it. I would love to check it out. A full-size fucking ark? I'll go see that.
I think it's funny, too, that this boat is going to take $62 million of today's currency. Think about what that would require, for Noah. What was Noah before he built a ship? I don't know honestly what he was.
Steve Carell.
But he had to have access to $62 million worth of, in today's currency, materials back then.
No, but you didn't have to bring the dinosaurs. So
He what?
That's
They
gotta
didn't
cut
make
down.
the
That's a cost
That's
savings
got to cut
effort.
down in cost.
Definitely.
Cuts.
You don't need to make room for the Stegosaurus.
It was big.
No,
It was big. And that tail would have fucked that ark up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Creation Museum supports that humans lived with dinosaurs.
Do they really?
So they probably were on the ark, unless that's why they are extinct now, as they got left off. I'm not sure.
Do they get their history from episodes of the Flintstones?
No, if you read the Bible word for word, the dinosaurs are there.
Really?
Dinosaurs?
It doesn't specifically say dinosaurs, but it links because we've seen fossils of dinosaurs that they propose that they were living with humans at some time.
Huh.
And I think the flood killed them out, actually, is what it was.
But
That's
their
why they're not here
necks
now.
are really long, and they could just hold their head above water.
Yeah,
How-
but
how
the
big was
great
this
I think
flood,
that the
though?
Great Flood, I think they said it submerged the Himalayas.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, so that's...
we're
well-
talking. I mean, but and the other question is like, where the fuck did that water go afterwards?
And where are the water dinosaurs? The water...
Yeah.
They're called alligators.
They're called Titanoboa.
Titanoboa.
Can we-
Return of the
They didn't
boa.
make the cut.
Mm.
They didn't make it. They didn't make it.
I did
far.
not know that young Earth. I don't know how I would have reasoned this in my head, but I didn't know they had the belief that humans and dinosaurs lived at the same time.
Yeah, they have displays of like kids petting like dinosaurs like their dogs.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, it's only about a 3-hour drive from here. We should go.
We should go.
I want to go to the Newport Aquarium, actually.
That is an amazing experience.
I want to go.
I went to Cosi last week, and I went to the Newport Aquarium probably a year before that. Newport Aquarium just blew Cosi out of the
What
water.
is the Newport Aquarium?
It's an aquarium that's awesome because it's got fish, and fish are great because fish just swim, and fish are entertaining.
Where is this at?
Cincinnati-ish.
Okay.
We went to a Barnes and Noble
Newport?
afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking,
I don't know where
man.
Newport is, so.
You just walk through it. It's really relaxing. They got
I love aquariums. Just
you
you
know
can
that-
just sit there and watch.
Yeah.
It's so relaxing.
you know those tubes they have? It's like the tube that goes above your head. It was on Hey Arnold. Like the tube. The tube with the fish above your head. It's got a whole tube that you.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna keep saying the word tube until somebody understands me. They got fish that go above your head. It's really great. They got stingrays there. Stingrays are always smiling. That's
I
why I like
love
stingrays. They're always smiling.
Mhm.
They got
They had at the zoo now in Columbus. You can pet them.
no
and
way.
they and they
Oh,
play with
yeah.
you. They'll come up to the thing and they like to screw with little kids and they'll hop up and scare the kids
And
back.
then just stab them in the heart.
We will not have a repeat
And they
of
had
Steve
little-
Irwin.
they had
Take
little
care of you while
baby
you're
ones.
young.
they were just these tiny little pups. But they said that you have to keep them separate, otherwise
Are-
the other ones will bully them.
Are baby stingrays called pups?
I thought they were.
Is that true?
I thought they called them pups.
Pretty cool.
For stingrays?
I thought.
I don't know.
Oh, that's what they
that
call them.
seems like an awkward.
But they have little
nomenclature.
sharks in there now too that you can pet.
I really like the zoo. I haven't been
love
there
the
in a
zoo.
couple
the
years.
I have
zoo.
a membership. We could go
The gibbons
for free.
Wow.
are probably my
I like
favorite
the gorillas. I could watch the gorillas all the time.
Ah, the gibbons though.
Yeah, gibbons are
Gibbons
amazing.
like make me want to be a gibbon because they just swing through cheese.
They
Yeah,
have
they're
so much
just really
fun.
rocks.
Yeah.
We go to jobs.
They like jerk each other off too. It's
I like the
amazing.
bonobos too. They have a
Oh yeah,
jungle gym.
bonobos are.
Their habitat is literally a children's play place.
Jesus.
That's what they live in.
Yeah. We have not talked about. We're talking about the zoo now. Jack Hanna, he purchased, or I believe he
He's
tried to purchase
really
the
dumb.
giraffes.
Well, because those idiots in
from
Denmark.
Denmark, yeah. Did you
they
hear about that?
skinned the giraffe. and
These
fed it
idiots
to
from
the lion
Denmark that like treated an animal like an animal and
in
just
front
like,
of the guests.
It's like you're saying that they just invited people in, like, hey, you want to see something crazy? Here's a dead giraffe. Like they invited people to see an autopsy of a giraffe because like they knew it was gonna be an autopsy of a giraffe, and like giraffes are not
But
people
children were watching that. I don't know. I
because
don't
their
think
parents
kids should
took
watch
them
that.
there.
I just don't think. Well, they said that the zookeepers that invited people to watch and that were feeding them to the lions got fired. So obviously they weren't supposed to show. people.
I think that's fine.
But he bought the inbred ones that were left.
Hmm.
So they're going to be coming over this summer, I think.
Well, and my thought too was if you're a zoo, and I mean I understand the point of not wanting to continue the spread of like having inbred breeding, in the animals that you have, but still like you
Why-
keep it alive and you
Why?
and you can
why
study
you
it.
Chop it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can learn so much, by studying these animals.
Well, and then if it's inbred, do you really want to feed that to your lions that are living in the zoo? Like, I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to stop
What? Like,
that, like,
the
you should-
lions are gonna create a rope made out of their like blankets
No,
to
I just don't think you should feed that meat to them.
giraffe
if you
raid
don't-
the pen.
No, I just don't think you should feed that meat to them. I don't know.
I don't think this is
The
as
whole
bad
thing
as
is
people
fucked up.
wanted it to be. Like giraffes are beautiful animals, but they're not exactly endangered. And
I mean I don't think it's a question of it being endangered as much as it is a question of slaying an animal. You're at a zoo and you're slaying an animal without justifiable cause.
It's inbred.
And then in front of the guests feeding it.
You want
To
that
the
fuck giraffe?
lions.
Like, do you want that giraffe fucking
Well, then
the
there was a
giraffe?
guy. There was another guy who I don't know where he was at. In
Denmark.
another country. He jumped into the lion's
Poland.
den because he wanted to be eaten by the lions until he wanted to die.
Did he?
No, because they had just eaten.
Oh wow.
So they pulled him out and banned him from the zoo.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like the
Why don't
idea
they
that-
skin him and feed him to the lions? I mean, two
He's
birds, one
willing.
stone. Give him his wish.
I'm glad that we have a worse podcast now.
What do you mean?
This has got to be the worst episode.
Well,
Every
I don't
episode
know,
we
I feel
say
like
it.
This is pretty good.
Every episode we say it. This has got to be it.
I think this is a pretty good
Why
one.
are
I'm
you so
sorry.
doubtful?
Because I have really low self-esteem.
Oh,
Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
you're a really nice person.
You're a shitty human being. Don't
Yeah.
listen to her.
You're horrible.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I look in the mirror,
What do you see, Curry?
I see a really big beer belly, and I see a flannel shirt trying to cover it up.
Does it work?
Oh! No! I can't listen to this while I'm playing Burnout. I don't know what to do about this. Say something interesting. That looks like the ocean-ish.
NASA scientist finds evidence of water in meteorite, reviving debate on life over mine. Or I'm
Life
sorry,
on Mars.
life. Reviving debate over life on Mars.
Life over might. That's what you said first.
Yep. Yep. Thanks for pointing out my dyslexia.
Do you really have that?
Yeah, I really do.
We had a heart to heart about
We
this.
did.
not
We
too
talked
long
about
ago.
this for like 45 minutes.
We didn't.
Well,
Are you
Well,
sure it wasn't 54 minutes?
It could be. I don't know. It wouldn't make any
Or
difference.
0.
Is that why you don't believe in dog?
Yeah.
I want to know who are the people that really believe like this is it in the entire universe.
Like
what?
Earth?
Yeah, and because now whether or not you can prove that there was life on Mars, like I've actually read stuff where people like they need that to convince them that okay, there is other life out
Right.
there. Pretty sure that this isn't it. Just based upon like law of averages even.
Yeah, like scientifically, it's statistically impossible for there not to be life
Yeah.
on another planet.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably not. I mean, it might be something like us, but probably not.
No, it's probably way more intelligent than life on this planet. I'm gonna
Well,
say that now.
There's probably multiple.
Yeah.
Sources of life, and
And
there's
the stages.
there's probably there's probably worlds where it's just bacteria,
Mm-hmm.
and on some other worlds it's probably something way more intelligent.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because it's probably so far away.
You ever read Eden?
I have not.
You
No.
should. It's a good book.
Really? Who's it written by?
Stannis.
Baratheon?
Sounds like a bitch.
I can't pronounce his first name. Stanislaw Lim. He wrote Solaris. Solaris was a really good book too.
What's your opinion on the movie Sunshine?
We watched this together, didn't
Mhm.
we?
We did.
I have a respect for Danny Boyle.
Oh, he's great. Yeah.
And who's the main guy? Skinny dude.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, I have a real solid respect for him too. I thought Sunshine was okay. I mean, it had its weird moments of like
Slasher.
like it was a horror / science fiction film that didn't really earn its horror parts, but I
Right.
still thought it was a worthwhile movie to watch.
I really wish they took out the horror parts. Have you guys seen it?
No.
I can't watch scary movies.
It's not like
It's got its scary
it's
parts.
a beautiful movie though. It is
I mean,
fantastic.
it's got great parts, but I think Danny Boyle is great. I think Trainspotting's great.
I haven't seen that.
Trainspotting's got a lot of poop in it. I think Slumdog Millionaire. I only watched it once. I feel like you should only watch it once.
Yeah,
I didn't really enjoy
I
it.
can never watch it again.
No, it's not because of that. It's because like this movie's dumb because like a lot of it's fucking crazy and dumb. But the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, this is really good.
Oh, it's
But
with me.
I think he's a good director.
I think he's my favorite director, honestly.
It's just because he directed 28 Days Later, or do you
Well-
have more to that?
That and Sunshine, and I just love his directing style. Like, there's something very specific about it. That's just the way he has certain shots. You can see how it's a lot different than other movies.
he's
It
got a
adds
lot
a
of
lot of dramatic.
Close shots. I feel like he's got a lot of close-ups in people's faces.
He does, yeah.
Are you trying? Are we? Can we talk about Gravity?
Let's talk about Gravity.
Like, are you pushing me toward Gravity? Because
That's not what that
I
was.
feel
Not
like
my
I'm falling into Gravity.
That wasn't my intention.
I feel like
but
Gravity is pulling me in. It's sucking me in.
I see. I wish I
that's
was
what Gravity
prepared for
does.
this because I have a list of things I have issues with.
Because I like Gravity. Like, I get that it has scientific inaccuracies, and I'm fine with that.
See, I'm not, because they try to hit perfection of like, this is space. You're showing how desolate space is.
But
yeah.
like you say that, but like you still nitpick all the ways that it's not realistic, but like you don't pay attention to the fact that like it is realistic in a lot of ways. That's what
No,
bothers
I'll
me.
give it that. It's a lot. It's very realistic.
I mean, if anybody here hasn't seen Gravity, cover
I've
your
never
ears.
seen it. I'm not gonna pile.
But that space, John, cover your ears. You want to see Gravity, right?
Well, let's just
I'll
not
cover
talk.
yours.
Just don't say it then, because there's probably. I don't want to spoil it for other
But
people.
like the explosions in space have no sound.
Exactly.
Right.
I think that's amazing. I think that is a really awesome filmmaking technique, especially because everything needs to blow you back into your seat, but Gravity just did not have sound.
Right.
Like, I think that's really respectable, and
Sure.
I feel like the idea that like there was no gravity, they paid a lot of attention to that during the whole entire movie. What were your problems with it? Oh, man.
I'm not getting drunk for the next podcast.
I don't know if
As
anybody
Amy
heard.
pours another glass of
A
wine.
full glass. That's like over the brim.
I'm still sober.
Okay.
I wish the podcast could see this half-empty bottle of Sutter home.
I've been sharing that with people.
I wish the podcast could hear the glug 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 glug. They
Well,
just
I've
went
been
into that
sharing
slash.
Walking into what I did and hearing what you said about Gravity takes me back to the point that if they make Jurassic Park 4, whatever it's going to be, I really think they need to use all the knowledge we have now over the past 2 decades of what dinosaurs actually look like.
Guns.
Because it's like
Isn't Terra Nova?
don't portray the fucking raptors the way that we have.
Yeah, put guns in their hands.
God damn it.
I disagree. I think they should keep in line with the same universe.
I don't think so. Well, because
Spare no
when
expense.
spare no expense. Growing up, I assumed dinosaurs were exactly they were in Jurassic Park. So kids now, if they see Jurassic Park 4 and it's the same way, they're going to grow up with the same ignorance that we had. We have a chance, or they have a chance to actually put in some of the new information that we've gathered. And you can actually teach kids that are growing up now, no, this is actually what dinosaurs look like. They don't have to break the ignorance on their own.
I don't know. I think they should stay in the same universe. That
Yeah, I mean, you've built a universe.
if they can manipulate
Okay,
the story so that it's like, oh, the genes we used for the raptors and they reference in the first movie is probably like the park or something.
Will you put feathers on them?
They can say like the gene was corrupted and that's why they came out the way that they did.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow, although they're not producing dinosaurs anymore, so I don't know. There's a plot hole there.
Well, I'm not saying to like make them look different and not explain it. You have
Right.
to explain why they would look different. And the thing is, you can even go off of the whole use of the frog DNA and the impact that had. But now they've actually been able to synthesize another compound that's produced dinosaurs, that actually resemble the way they used to look. So I'm not saying leave that as like an empty point. Like
Right.
you have to explain why they look different now. But I really think, I don't know, I feel like it's important.
Yeah, but raptors are the coolest part about the dinosaur
I
movie.
would disagree.
Yeah, I would disagree with that.
They were in
They
the
are
last
so-
fourth of that movie,
Yeah, but
and
they're
that
so
last
awesome.
fourth of the movie was really
Jeff
poor.
Goldblum
Clever
was
girl.
the coolest part about
Yes.
Jurassic Park.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but
This
like,
was
they're
my
the
number
coolest
one question.
dinosaurs.
My number one question about Jurassic Park 4: Did they bring Jeff Goldblum.
If they don't, then they shouldn't make this.
I heard that they. I heard they did. I heard in 2015 it's coming out, but I don't. That's not reliable.
Is
It was
bet
something that I
Goldblum does
stumbled
like these
upon.
Literally the last thing I heard about, I'm not even joking, the last thing I heard about Jurassic Park 4 was the dinosaurs have guns.
Wait, this.
What?
Where did you hear this?
Correct.
I was just gonna say that.
IGN? Which is
My-
not much better than Cracked, but like, it was from like a place that
I mean, they better not.
I definitely read an article where the dinosaurs have guns.
Dude, the Raptors opened doors in the first one. I can't
They're
put
so
anything
smart.
past these people.
Clever girl, but like, that movie's not good. Like,
Uh-oh.
I want to say I'm more in tune to like saying this movie is not good. There's so many things wrong about that movie.
there's so many things wrong about what you just said. Saying this movie's not good.
Really don't like that movie, and I want it to be like just me not failing as a person. Like I want it to be that Jurassic Park is bad.
It's not
Well,
If
fuck
Jurassic-
those kids. I wish they would have died. Those kids. They were.
I
annoying.
mean, obviously.
As long as they would have died after the Brachiosaurus thing, when they're on
The
that
tree.
tree, the two kids and what's his fucking name? Grant. When they're on the tree with him anyway. That is beautiful. That is
Fuck
great.
those kids.
Okay, yeah, they could have died after that. I don't care if the Brachiosaurus would have eaten
I wish
them,
they died.
but at least give me that scene in that movie.
My perfect Jurassic Park. All right. First part of the movie, they go to the dig site
Yeah.
and they get Grant and she's super hot. That hot girl
Yeah.
is hot.
What hot girl?
The
blonde?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
I
blonde.
didn't think she was that great.
But
yeah,
she's a goddamn archaeologist.
I mean, I was young.
and
Well-
drunk.
I mean, this was like back in the time this was when I first watched Jurassic Park.
Okay.
And then they go through the park, and everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Like they see dinosaurs, it's really neat.
Oh, so you're even changing that? Like the first tour, you want them to see not just a sick Tyrannosaurus.
And they see the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's really neat.
Yeah, digging through the poop.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yep. And then they see the
Is there a goat?
Triceratops. It's really neat.
Yeah.
It's really great. Jeff Goldblum is there.
Okay, so I just want to refresh this. This is your perfect Jurassic Park, right?
It's just neat.
Because so far you've almost explained what the movie actually is.
No.
Well, you don't see the T-Rex right
That's
away.
right.
No. You see the T-Rex, and then they get back to the gift shop.
Okay.
It's kind of annoying they want like the expensive things because everything's expensive in a gift shop.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So
What
far
are you
the only
talking
difference
about?
is a gift shop. Continue. Continue.
And then they're like, okay, we should go home. Jurassic Park should open. It's been focus tested. It's great. Let's go home. And then Jurassic Park opens, makes $1 million.
That's horrible.
Everything
That is
goes.
a shitty movie.
Everything goes okay.
That is a shitty movie you're describing.
All right, if Jurassic Park was a real thing, you could actually go visit.
A
Jurassic
million times.
Would you go, even if T-Rex was
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Like,
Are you? Is that even?
I
a
would-
question?
I would go if it
I
was
don't-
only.
If I could see a T-Rex and know it would eat me, I'd probably do that.
I would
Oh
be
my
okay with that.
gosh.
Because you
No.
see a T-Rex.
Is that
That's like,
T-Rex fed?
That's what?
Is the T-Rex fed?
Did he eat
I don't
goat?
know. Why?
Because that's
He's
obviously a part of it. You want to see it or not?
T-Rex won a hunt.
Exactly. I mean,
wanna
every animal just wants to eat, so they don't give a fuck.
Except apparently fucking ball pythons.
Pretty much.
They
If
just
it was only
kill
herbivores,
themselves.
I would visit the
Your
park.
snake won't eat.
If
He's
it was
fine
only
now. What do you wanna
herbivores,
do
Jurassic
nowadays?
Park would not be an interesting park.
It would be to me. Because I wouldn't get eaten.
I mean, let's think about the zoo. If the zoo were only antelope, and I don't know a more
bet the
boring animal than the antelope. The goats.
Antelope have sweet horns.
Yeah, they do.
They have moose there now.
I want either
Oh,
like a
moose
ram.
will fuck things up though. You
They've always
can't
had
count
moose.
moose.
Yeah, I
No,
thought
no,
they've always
they
had
just got
moose
him.
too.
No, they just got them.
They've always had moose.
I'm
Bullshit,
pretty-
I'm calling
I'm
shenanigans.
pretty sure.
I
they
I
pretty
went the week
confident
they
you're
just got
wrong.
them, You asshole. I went, and the woman came out and was talking to me about how they just got them.
You're still full of shit. They're just in North America, so
Maybe-
nobody saw them because
No,
nobody gave a shit about North America.
They're from Canada.
Because everybody.
These moose are from Canada, and the woman came up to the fence and was talking to me about them because they were babies and they were orphaned and they were left on their own.
Oh yeah, the
And they had
babies are
put in-
new.
That's all they had was baby fucking moose. God damn it, there's
Where
so
did
many
the babies come from?
Because no one gave a shit about
They
North
brought them
America.
in. They didn't. They weren't
The
born in
baby
captivity.
fucking moose.
They weren't born in captivity. They were brought from Canada to the zoo.
Oh my god, I bet they were so cute.
You know what? I don't get why you guys are fucking fighting with me on this. I spoke with
Pretty
the person
sure
from
you're
the
the only one
You're
fighting
wrong.
here.
You are wrong.
But we're not.
I spoke with the woman from the zoo.
She lied to you.
Those
I like
specific,
how you don't talk at all this entire time.
those
And
specific,
then when I bring up a goddamn comment about the fucking moose, you're like, no, Amy, you're wrong.
well,
Even
those,
though I
here's the thing. Those specific moose, yes, they might be new, but they've always had
Yeah,
a
they've
moose exhibit,
Yeah,
is what we're saying.
bullshit.
No, they have.
Oh.
Oh my god, right?
Okay, what's happening?
It's the baby muskox.
Oh, gee.
So Curry just pulled up a picture of a baby muskox for no reason.
All right, we're gonna do our
Look how
research,
cute he
and then
is.
on the next podcast, when I am
We'll
right,
revisit this.
no, when I am right,
The zoo had
Call
moose.
the zoo and ask how long they've
I
had a
will.
moose exhibit.
I will do you one better, and I will visit the zoo this week because I have a free pass.
Call Jack Hannon and ask him how he wants his giraffe to look.
We can go visit his house. He lives nearby.
All right,
Probably
the moose that used to
purple
be
because he's a
there,
fucking reach.
who was the mascot from
Idiot.
Northern Exposure? That was a TV show in the 80s. I promise you, they've always had moose.
Yeah.
Okay, in
Look it
the
up real quick.
80s,
They've had.
how long do moose live for? What's their
That
life?
is one of.
I love that that's the point. Is that
Yeah.
Maybe in the 80s
have they
did
never
have
had
the
moose or they have never had
No,
baby moose?
they haven't had them in a long time. They just recently got them back. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Do you
that
just-
might be right. I thought you were arguing that it's a new exhibit.
Well,
they've
I mean,
had moose
it
for,
is a new exhibit. Like they just built it,
Well,
but
no, you're
they
wrong
didn't
about
have them. Maybe in the 80s they had them, but it's been 20-some years since then that they've had them.
No, a couple years ago we went.
Yeah, Columbus Zoo has a new set of moose.
Yeah,
I
but
go
the
to the zoo
exhibit
all the time, and this is the first time I've seen them.
Well, that's because what
That's
Curry
what they
said.
do.
Nobody goes to North America.
I do.
When
That's the first place I always visit because I like to see the polar bears
At the zoo?
and the wolf. I like
Oh,
to see
geez.
the timber
See,
wolf.
I don't.
And the otters.
I,
I always see the otters. And the bear. I like the brown bear.
yeah, I skip North America when I.
And I always go to
the
the petting zoo and the habitat. That little.
I go to wherever you have like the aquarium and like the penguins, that
Uh-huh.
area. Like I check that stuff out, and then I go. I think it's Asia and Africa down that.
A new set, so that means that they didn't have them previously, or that they did have them, they were just
No,
not
The
being
babies.
shown.
They have new baby moose. Everyone loves baby animals.
That's true.
So I'm,
Like I mean,
so I'm right.
Except humans, we
right?
fucked that up. We look
Oh,
like shit.
The life
yeah.
expectancy.
Ew.
The life expectancy of a moose is about 7 years.
Okay, so
Wow.
so
I would not have guessed
I
that.
feel like I've proved my point.
No. And one of the Columbus Zoo's animals is 13.
Look at that.
Okay, so 93.
Well, I don't know,
So
but
that's
it's
the last
been
time they
longer.
had
It's
it?
been longer before this exhibit that you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, moose. They go back.
Hi, Brandon Hornsby. Thanks for liking us. I hope you get this call out. I like you.
Wait.
Oh,
Brandon
we
Hornsby
need to
liked
make
us?
Brandon
another
Hornsby
shout-out.
liked
Yeah.
liked us.
Let's segue to this.
Yep.
All right, my fiance, Chelsea.
She is great.
She was upset that I didn't do a shout out for her.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hi,
So-
Chelsea.
Hello.
Hi, Chelsea. And
We are
Glenn,
doing our shout
I
out.
need you to
to you.
convince Chelsea to let me get a snake.
Dude, they're awesome pets.
No.
All right,
She-
Glenn. Give Glenn.
I'm not running with this, but
Run with it.
they're great pets. They're harmless.
They're not even pets. They're furniture.
They're not furniture. Does Breanna love holding them?
Brianna loves holding snakes.
There you go.
Well, that's a good thing to get her over, because snakes are not slimy.
She holds
No, they're not.
tarantulas like it's no big deal.
I know. One thing I'm really proud of is that we've been able to get Brianna to not be
I
afraid of
cried.
the icky things
Right.
in life. Because all you have to do to make a kid not afraid of the icky things in life, for anyone who's listening, introduce them to those things, and they're like, "Holy shit, this is just pretty awesome."
What about spiders?
They already talked about tarantulas.
Yeah, like she's had
She
tarantulas
holds
growing on her
Tarantulas
head.
are not spiders. Tarantulas are not spiders.
What?
What do you mean?
I mean, they are. Obviously they are.
I understand what you're saying.
God
Actually,
damn it.
I am on the same level with him. I know what you're saying. I actually, because I wanted to prove to Breanna that it's okay to hold them. Even though I was literally crying, but I was smiling with tears rolling down my face. I held one in my hands and then put it on my head as tears are rolling down my face, so that way she could see that it's okay, that you can hold them.
Oh,
It's okay for things to happen to you if you cry.
No, I was smiling though.
If she cries, it can continue, whatever it is.
No, I just
You just taught your child to be an excellent rape victim.
She didn't
is what-
know.
Whoa!
No!
Whoa! We went there.
Crying.
Holy shit!
I'm glad that's live.
Welcome to episode 4.
We should do it live, guys.
I just wanted her to know that, like, if I can do it, it's okay, I might not like it, but it's not hurting me.
That's it. You're just playing into Zimmer's point. Please don't say that anymore. This is fucking with my head. Wow.
By
Someone had to say it.
by me saying tarantulas aren't spiders.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Spiders are really scary small creatures that like kind of scurry around. Tarantulas are pets. I have no point.
Okay.
Spiders are scary. Tarantulas
I
are
thought-
okay.
Man, that didn't go where I
So
hoped
you
it
would
was
be
going
okay
to.
with a tarantula just like,
No, of course not.
Okay.
Fuck all that shit.
yeah.
I don't like any kind of anything crawling up me.
Ugh.
I freak out if a
And they
piece
have
of
these
paper
hairs,
touches me.
They stick to you. Like,
Right.
and so, like, when they pulled it off my head, like, I could feel my hair getting pulled up.
Please don't pull your hair up while you're doing that.
I know, I was just showing all of them.
Yeah, it was really
It
scary.
was really gross.
I wish I had a cigarette right now.
I know. Amy,
Can we talk
Guys,
about this?
stop.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Stop it.
Can we talk about how shitty it is to stop smoking
Yeah,
cigarettes?
if you're quitting smoking is the stupidest thing you're gonna do in your life.
Starting smoking is the stupidest thing
Okay,
to do
yes.
in your life.
Yeah.
And then quitting smoking is the second stupidest thing because I have not had a cigarette since Thanksgiving, so we're looking at like 5 months.
And it's the same with me because that cigarette
I-
made me super sick.
Yeah, I
Fucking American spirits will make you quit smoking.
don't know how to deal with life's problems anymore.
Try
I
nicotine
mean-
gum.
I should.
No, but like that's not the
Yeah, it's-
point. Like it's not that you need nicotine. You just need 10 minutes a day
Yeah.
where you are just
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette.
Eh,
It's amazing.
I don't miss that part of it.
See, that's the part I think I miss the most.
I liked the me time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no matter
Yeah.
what, whatever situation you're in, like being able to step out for 5.
Just go outside and be like, you want a cigarette?
But who the fuck really smokes alone? Where's this me time you guys all speak
Oh
of?
my god,
Dude,
love
I smoked
smoking
alone. The majority of the times I smoked
Smoking alone is almost as good as drinking alone. It's almost as good as drinking and smoking alone.
Oh, drinking and smoking alone.
Oh my god. Drinking alone, by the way.
Smoking weed.
Drinking alone can be a good time.
Oh boy. Smoking weed alone is like just the best thing.
I
Everybody
love
thinks
it.
it's a social thing, but you
Nope.
play video games and smoke weed. Guess what? People really love video games and smoke weed.
Yeah. Or even, dude, you can smoke alone and put on like a good album. Good times.
Never really
Good
liked
times
music.
away.
I just my favorite thing. It's been 7 years since I smoked, but I just liked listening to music, turn off the lights, and just closing my eyes and just drifting off to sleep.
Oh,
And
what
like,
a waste of time.
oh
That's
my
what
god.
I'm kind of thinking.
No, I mean I would enjoy it for a little while,
You
but
could have so much fun.
I did have fun, but I just loved being able to just like reflect. You know
All
what I
right,
mean? Just,
babe.
Oh
I haven't told you this
my
before.
God.
The difference between me and you, I just figured it out. What I used to do when I lived in an apartment is I would like 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night. I've been smoking all day, but you
Yeah,
light something
obviously.
up, you continue getting high. My favorite thing that I used to do is I had an old Army war helmet that my grandfather used to, he wore in battle. So I would put it on. We'll get to questions. in a
No,
second.
go on, please.
So
go
I
on.
would put the helmet on. I would step outside of my apartment, light a cigarette, walk down the steps, and I would go hide in a bush. And every time a car would drive into the apartment, I would pretend that I could just pick him off and that he can't find me hiding in this bush.
You had.
How old were you?
19.
Old enough to know better.
Dude, it was so much fun.
You guys both wasted every ounce of weed.
I don't know
You
how
guys
John wasted
smoked.
it. Like, John
Dude,
really...
this was a good time.
No, it wasn't. You played video games. You went to solitude. You.
Solitude.
All right,
You
one of
didn't-
the last times I smoked pot. This is a great story.
Oh,
All
thank
right.
you. Glenn,
Here we go.
It
come
was when
in.
my sister still lived with us, which was a fucking mistake for the record. So it was the
With
last
me,
time.
or was
No,
it
you never
Tam-
lived with me. That would be
Tammy
awesome.
lived with you?
Tammy.
Oh, Tammy lived with you. Yeah.
So, alright, it was that one time in Central Ohio where we actually had a tornado that everyone's all freaked out now, and we're on this big watch. So, I'm at a buddy's house just chilling, and my wife's at home with my sister's best friend. So they call all paranoid. They're at my house, in the basement, the power's out, under candlelight, wrapped in blankets, playing board games. So she calls to make sure Eric and I are safe. You bet your ass we're on the back porch, setting off fireworks,
God.
smoking pot, watching tornadoes.
What did you tell her, though?
The truth.
Well done, sir. I will cheers to that. Nice.
Skyrim is not Skyrim unless you've been blasting a bowl. Unless you just mashed a bong of thick kush.
I don't think I've smoked weed and played Skyrim.
And you played on Legendary just to try to entertain yourself. Guess
Glenn?
what I did in Skyrim? I walked that way for a little bit, and then I quit. Because, wow, I needed to take another hit of weed.
All right, Glenn.
I needed
I've
to do
just
some more
realized
pot.
this in my life. I have never played Super Mario Brothers or the original while high.
Okay.
My
I'm
friends,
assuming you've done this.
Probably.
my friends have.
Oh, but I want to, I feel like it'd be the most amazing experience
I
ever.
don't smoke pot anymore enough to remember that.
My favorite memory of Glenn was when he tried to
Sorry,
smoke
I farted out of
catnip.
my mouth.
Oh, that was a bad day.
Yeah.
That was Mansfield's
Why
day.
did you think that was a good idea?
It was Sean. We didn't think it was a good idea. We thought it was an idea. But have you tried it?
No.
Okay.
People I knew smoked pot and beat Super Mario Brothers, the original, under 6 minutes.
They cheated and warped. That
Yeah,
doesn't count.
I don't like warping.
I mean, you say that like that's what you do to speed run a game. Have
What?
you not seen King of Con?
Have you
King of
smoked
Kong?
pot and played a video game?
Yeah,
Was
obviously.
speed running your first thought?
No, it was. That's pretty cool. I should probably investigate this.
I feel like
It's
if
a
I,
texture.
yeah, I feel like if I were to be high playing through Mario, like you know how the music changes at the
Too stressful.
yeah, I would hit that and I would still be like in that first frame of like, holy shit, I gotta go.
The last time I smoked weed, which is why I decided to quit smoking weed, I was in. I was super
Super
high.
Mario Brothers high.
And I was at a gas station. I had to go pee really
Well, that's
bad.
obviously
And
a bad idea.
I had this guy's coat on that I had just met. Like he was one of our dudes that we smoked with.
That's even
And-
weirder.
And so I was going pee, and all of a sudden I heard the alarms go off, right? And I felt in the pocket, and there was a pack of gum. And I was like, you stole that pack of gum. The alarms are going off because when you came in, you set off the alarm, and you stole the pack of gum, and that's why the alarms are going off. You can't leave the bathroom. You've got to stay here. This is completely your fault. If you weren't doing these things, this wouldn't have happened.
Wow, this
And-
is your internal monologue.
While I was sitting on the pot.
Holy
I was
shit.
done peeing. I'm just sitting on the pot, and this is all going through my brain. And so, finally I'm like, all right, the alarms have been gone for a while now, probably 10 minutes. You probably can get up now.
Oh my god.
So I wash
dude.
my hands and I go out. And,
I've
I
heard
wave
of-
bye to everybody. That's the last time I smoked weed.
Wait, so you had convinced yourself that you were guilty of theft, yet when you left this place, you waved bye.
I waved bye to everybody. Yeah. It was...
Guilty of theft.
No,
from a
but it
product in
wasn't
someone
me.
else's
It
hoodie
was the
pocket.
person
Yeah,
that
and
pocketed
it's
the gum.
Gum.
So it wasn't my fault. It was their fault. But finally, I was able to calm down enough, like not that I wasn't guilty anymore, that he wasn't, but I was calm enough and I was in a new set of thinking that I was like, all right, I probably should wash my hands. You better use soap. Make sure you dry. Don't touch the door.
Did he actually steal it?
I don't know. I don't think so. No. I think it was completely irrelevant. But it was because I was in the bathroom when I heard the alarms go off. If the alarm would have went off when I went in, that'd be one thing. But I doubt that a pack of gum would trigger the alarm. I don't think it would.
Wasn't.
No,
There's
it wouldn't.
no
So,
way.
but when you're
Possible,
high, that is a possibility.
Dude, is that Delaware?
What?
Sorry, never mind.
That's a Van Gogh.
That's Delaware. That is
It's France,
Vito's.
isn't it?
That is Vito's facing backstretch with the mean bean / whatever it is on the left. That is Sandusky Street.
Curry is describing a picture, and I was
Sorry.
He's describing the
It's just-
Cafe at Night by Van Gogh, and
But,
he's
like,
somehow interposing his.
Do you
world
see
into
that? The fence is back to this table. The backstretch is next to it.
I'm just gonna say you're wrong.
it.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
I like the stars. It's probably my favorite part.
Oh my god, you guys are fucking assholes.
I like the use of light.
It's a Van Gogh.
Well, I thought you were asking if it was like a certain.
No, I thought John painted it.
Oh.
Fuck.
I don't know. Sometimes John has a really good take on perspective. I feel like you could be an artist if you wanted to be.
I do too, but a fucking Van Gogh.
That might be the nicest thing you've ever said. Right here, this is being recorded. John, that was a really big compliment.
It touches me.
I thought John painted that painting. I thought it was Delaware. What?
No, don't. Let's not end this. What else, Curry?
Oh,
I like where this is going.
Actually, Curry said a lot of nice things about you.
it's fine. I'm not gonna say them anymore because
No,
me
it's
too.
so sweet. No, I love it.
Curry and I, we love each other.
No, like, the thing is, you, John, you are such a nice component. Like, a necessary piece to this group.
What?
You are.
I'm too drunk to be mean.
No, but don't you agree
But,
that
yeah, we're
John
all
is
waiting for the
necessary?
but.
He is. You are. Like,
The things
on
I
Christmas.
don't like are probably okay. I just don't understand them.
Well, remember on Christmas, John was sick, and it was like kind of like weird because we were all just kind of sitting back. But like John's able to like just lighten the mood by just being in the room, you know. Like you got this little smile, just so cute.
Sean was a privilege to hang out with when I was younger.
Dude, I still love the time. Curry and I, after getting high, and so this is how it's relevant.
Yep.
Getting high all night, and I went to take him home. And you know what the hell? It's like 10 o'clock. We want some McDonald's
have
breakfast.
Oh no!
And
oh
so-
God!
I get into the 1989 white Grand Marquis with 6 ashtrays, 1 at every seat. We step in there,
You do not stop this podcast.
I am not stopping it. Calm your tits.
and we drive. And so we're on the road, and we're both smoking our
Woke up
cigarettes.
this morning, bought myself a gun. Go on. Woke up this morning. You're supposed to go on while you're telling that story.
It's
Let's
really
do it.
distracting though.
It was, because I love what you were
You
doing.
wanted to sing with
And
me.
so we're on the road. Come on, Curry. Back me up here. We're on the road. We're driving down. I'm going to need to drop Curry off at home. We need some breakfast.
We need some breakfast.
Fuck it. Let's go to McDonald's.
Let's go to McDonald's.
I pull up to the drive-thru.
the drive-thru.
Hey, lady.
What's up, lady?
I need me an Egg McMuffin.
You look like you've been working here all night.
I look to my compadre in the passenger seat.
He probably wants some hash browns.
Hey, Curry, what do you want?
3 hash browns.
It was 6.
6.
And I said, Curry, I'm not gonna order 6 hash browns. They're gonna know we're high. And what does Curry say?
6 hash browns.
And so what do I do?
Order 6 hash browns.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady.
Give me 6 hash browns.
Give me 6 hash browns.
She says we'll have your price at the next window.
Give me some ketchup.
We're not there yet. Gets more awkward for me in the driver's seat. So I pull around, go to the front window,
And the 99 6-gram monkey.
and I say, how
It's
much
white.
it gonna be?
Probably a lot.
Not as much as you would think for 6 hash browns. So I pay her, she gives me my change.
Is that all you got was 6 hash browns?
Not me. I got an ordinary, I'll take a number 3, please,
Yeah.
with an orange juice. Curry, what do you want? 6 hash browns. Fuck.
Gotcha.
And so when I get my bag, we finally get our bag, and I look in there and I see, oh, here's an Egg McMuffin. Let me set that to the side. Oh, here's one of 7 hash browns. I'm probably gonna eat that. Hand the bag to Curry. What is
One.
What does he ask?
One hash brown.
Oh. You asked for my fucking hash brown. You ordered 6 motherfucking hash browns and you asked for mine. I love you for that. You're a man who knows what he wants.
The weird thing is I thought about this story recently,
Mhm.
and I thought I only ordered like 3 hash
No, dude, you ordered 6.
When John told me, I think I peed myself. Like, it was.
This was
Oh.
the morning after I watched Memento 2 times.
2 times in one night.
And I watched Pi a half a time because I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Pi makes no sense.
Don't watch Pi. Watch Memento.
Apparently Darren Aronofsky is just a butt. And like maybe he'll make a good movie, maybe he'll just not.
Yeah, it seems like it's almost up to him.
I-
Sometimes he does not in the mood to
Yeah.
make.
Should I make the fountain? No. Should I make No.
No.
I remember my.
Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, that music.
I'll never watch
Fuck
it
that
again,
movie.
but it was a good movie.
I will never watch that movie
I've never
again
seen
in my
it.
life.
6 hash.
Watch it once, but not more than that.
Can we make a movie called 6 Hash Browns?
Oh, we need to.
and
I
it's
feel like
all
you and
about
Mitch
like
Hedberg
us
are
getting.
gonna go.
Yes, they have. There's a.
Rest
I don't
in
know.
peace.
This is my opinion.
Yeah.
There's a shitty movie out now. It's called like Coffee and Cigarettes, and it's just fucking dumb.
Oh, it was just our conversations at fucking Waffle House before the anti-smoking ban.
Yeah, what the fuck, Waffle House?
Before we were 18.
But we need to have a little short of, and we'll call it 6 hash browns. Sure.
6 hash browns.
But
6 hash browns.
it just needs to be like different breakfast experiences you've had, because I feel like there's been some times, man. There's been some times you go out to
They
breakfast,
were all at Corner Cafe.
Corner Cafe or Waffle House.
Oh, dude, that Greek omelet was really good.
Yeah, but that's not what the short will be about. It'll be about how we went
But-
there.
But feta cheese is really delicious.
Okay, god damn it. Maybe that is what the short's about, just the food. How good
I
the
think it's
feta
about
cheese is.
me, like I'm too cool. I'll take bacon and eggs. I'm too cool. I'll just take an omelet. I'm too cool. No, I'm not cool enough. Just give me an omelet with feta cheese in it.
Just a feta cheese
Feta
omelet.
cheese is
That's all you
really
got in your
good.
omelet?
I
It's
was
just feta cheese?
I was about to like blorp on your floor, so I just needed to tell a story.
Oh.
You're about to what?
Blorp?
Blurp.
What is that?
Blorp
What is blurb?
means like it's like
A
a
burp fart?
burp that feels like you have liquid in your throat.
Oh.
So you just started talking.
I call that a puke burp.
Coffee doesn't make me poop.
How does it not? Coffee every morning. My mornings would not be the same without a 30-minute dump after my first cup of coffee.
Nope.
How does it not make you have to poop?
10 hours, no poop.
Dude, you have something fucked up going on.
He
with
10
does.
that.
hours, 6 cups,
in
no poop.
college, when we lived together, there was one time where he didn't poop for like 2 weeks.
Because I was
That's
really
bad
sick.
for you.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I thought my kidneys were bursting? And it turns out I just needed to poop really bad.
How do you not poop for 2 weeks?
Because chicken fingers?
That's...
Chicken fingers.
I don't
Why
know.
chicken fingers?
Oh, dude, those chicken fingers were really good. You need to remember that.
No, I know. I remember the food
The
pretty
chicken
well.
fingers were really good.
Their like mock Chipotle burritos were pretty good too.
They're gyros. Gyros?
Euros.
Gyros.
Yeah,
Is it
gyros.
It's
gyros?
a euro.
They had smoked Chipotle Tabasco.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that stuff.
I know. I
And-
stole like 3 bottles.
Oh, we all stole bottles.
Yeah. They went through that like fucking candy.
I wish we could have been friends when we were living together.
Yeah.
Like, we were friends for a little bit, but, like, I feel like fucking got in the way.
Curry and I were pretty good friends in high school, and we got into the same university.
We were friends in high school, and we got in the same... I'm sorry.
What? What was that?
We were pretty good friends. Winked through the internet.
Like,
I don't know what. I don't know what.
understand
What are you
either.
getting at?
I don't know, I was looking for pussy, and pussy wasn't there, and I got mad at you sometimes. But not...
that is
So, anyways,
that is the
just
explanation of
the
your downfall.
typical dorm room roommates, and why they got mad at each other. It was
Because,
basically
like,
us.
he wouldn't sleep in his own... He wouldn't sleep in his own bed tonight because I wanted to get fucked from a fat chick. Which... Which wouldn't change.
Fucking tuna.
John, flip that.
She is beautiful.
Her name is Tuna.
Yep.
No, it's not.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
yep.
what we call her.
That's what. Yep.
It is.
Be careful.
But all right, we're about running out of
Oh, thank
time.
you, man.
So
We opened that
Oh
door.
no!
yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap this up.
No!
And what else do you have? If you have something good, I'll hold it off. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think it will.
All right, you have 10 seconds.
I got something.
5.
All right, let's do it.
It's a high
Oh.
story.
It's got to be quick though, because
It's a
we do have to
marijuana
cut off
story.
soon.
All right, what is it?
All right. So one time it was New Year's, and what better than just smoke a lot of weed out of a hookah on New Year's, right? And so my sister and her friend, they had also smoked weed. They ordered a pizza,
Delicious.
and they were upstairs still, and they didn't know the pizza came. So I answered the door, paid for the pizza. High as a motherfucking kite. So I paid for the pizza and greeted the man, told him to have a great day, took the pizza, and I turned on the TV, and it just so happened that it was the tunnel on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I was like, I'm supposed to be at this moment right now. This is where I'm supposed to be.
This is
This is it.
This is my destiny.
So I sat down with the large
That is the
pizza, sat down, ate the entire thing.
that is the most stereotypical pie experience I've ever heard.
I know,
Like
but it actually happened.
The
It
first
happened.
time I tripped on
you
mushrooms.
took their pizza,
I
you
took
watched
the whole
Willy
pizza.
Wonka, and you ate all of it.
I ate all of it. They were so mad at me. To this day, Tammy still gets mad at me. And I'm like, I paid for it. You didn't pay for
The
it.
first time I took mushrooms, we watched the tunnel sequence from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I made the observation that who's the guy that plays Willy Wonka?
What?
Gene Wilder.
Gene
Oh, I
Wilder.
thought you said Willie is the guy.
Right.
That was what you discovered.
No.
That's what I thought too. I was like, yeah, all right.
Gene Wilder has been old forever.
That man was. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
That man
Really
was
true.
He was
never,
in Young Frankenstein,
Never a young
right?
man.
Yeah, but he wasn't young in it.
No. He wasn't.
But like, when was Willy Wonka and the chocolate? Willy Wonka and the what was the good one? What was the not Johnny Depp one? What was the not
Willy
good
Wonka.
one?
Yeah, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was based off.
Oh, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Yeah.
Factory
Yeah.
is the good one.
Why are
When
you
was that
holding
made?
2 beers? Curry is holding 2 beers right now.
Because this one is almost done, but I'm making a point.
Oh, and this entire podcast, Jordan has been able to open the beer bottles with his ring the entire time.
Yeah, we just hand bottles to him and he opens them for us.
They're the ones that
We don't need a
require a
bottle
bottle opener, and he is able to pry them open.
Yeah, there are ones that are designed to do that, but this is just a normal ring.
And you can do it with your mouth too, right?
No, I mean I can, but I don't want to ever again.
Nobody
Don't,
wants you to.
please never.
I don't.
Do that
I was really
again.
drunk when I did that. I don't know how I
You
didn't
cracked
chip
the
a tooth.
bottle one time.
Yeah, I
you
broke the bottle with
you
my mouth.
broke a bottle, and you're like,
Your
fuck
teeth
this,
are
I'm
fine
gonna-
too. They're like.
I know.
perfect.
I don't know how that did not.
Yeah.
That scares me to this day that I did that because that could have ended very badly.
Your teeth are still perfect. Let's
Yeah.
keep them that way.
Yeah.
Just use your ring.
Yeah, let's. I mean, the thing is, like, literally 4 feet from us, we have a bottle opener,
Yeah.
but we still rely on you. And your
Curry was
body.
Yeah,
freaking
he
out
was
earlier.
easy.
He was like patting the couch, and he's like, "Oh shit! Here, open it. Use your ring."
I'm gonna try
All right.
cherry tomato.
So with that,
That's gross.
as Curry describes his eating a tomato, we'll end tonight's episode. Thank you for listening if you've made it this far.
Chelsea, we love you.
And Brandon Hornsby, we love you too.
And why are we?
Because he liked us.
That's awesome.
Oh,
We gotta like.
Kind of tastes like sunflower seeds. Those are really good.
It's
right.
it's that snot. All the
Can I have
snot in
some?
the tomatoes.
Can I have some tomatoes?
all right. So thank you for listening. My name is Zimmer,
John.
Curry.
Amy.
and our special guest filling in for Danny.
Glenn.
Thank you for
Also
joining
Kevin.
us.
And special guest Matt.
Nah, he's not special.